I'm at the Przemysl train station and I'm trying to find someone who's going to Krakow to give them this box right here, which is full of haircut related stuff because a Ukrainian lady who had to leave Ukraine is now setting up shop here in Poland, but she left all of her equipment behind. So we're just going to find someone who can take it to her by train to Krakow. Get me out of here. Какой вагон?
348.
Вагон 348. Да, вот здесь, да. Okay, so I found someone on this train who was willing to take this box. She'll give it to this lady in Krakow. So there's this Ukrainian guy who sells designer clothes and he had left a lot of his clothes in Ukraine. Oksana currently has 9 very large boxes on this train and she's taking them to a different city in Poland, Katowice. He'll meet her at the train station there, but there she goes. Right now, I'm talking with our friends Kyle and Christy who are in Kentucky and they're at a used military store. So far, she's got 3 new helmets, 4 used helmets from the Gulf War, 20 medical packs, knee pads and elbow pads, 60 single magazine pouches at $1 each, and 200 grenade pouches at $1 each. Awesome haul. At the end of the month, she's going to be bringing it over. Thank you so much, Christy. Oksana has just left with the van to take it to the border to start sitting in that super long line. She's actually not going to the Polish one, she's going to the Slovakian one because we saw that there's only a few cars in line, and then she'll start waiting. Okay, so basically they're almost out of fuel in Ukraine. There's really long lines, you can't find it anywhere. I bought these 2 tanks here at the gas station, 20 liters each, and it turns out you can actually put 44 liters in there. I'll figure out how I can get this to her in Ukraine. Dinner time. Pretty cool. So we got an Airbnb for 1 month in a small town near the border, and the Airbnb guy said that we have free parking behind the building. So I parked behind the building. He said, yes, that's the spot. Wake up the next morning, guess what? I've got a parking ticket. So I went to go pay it. It was 30 PLN. And after I paid for this parking ticket, I said, hey, is there any way that I can just pay for parking for a month so that I don't have to pay every single day from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. for this parking? They said, yes, we can do that. And so I'm gonna go do that now. I was just in the office trying to buy parking permit for 1 month. I showed them all my documents and they said, wait a minute, the car is registered under someone else's name. I said, yeah, that's my wife. Oh, well then, do you have a document that says that you have permission to drive this car? I said, no, in Ukraine, you can drive your wife's car without a problem. You don't need a special document for that. I'll have to wait till Oksana gets back. It's an easy option. I just have to keep paying for daily parking until then. So somehow our Polish landlord was able to get me this parking pass, even though we did not have Oksana's permission, so great. So Oksana is still working on importing the van. Of course, in Ukraine, when they say, oh, it'll be ready tomorrow, that means it'll be ready the next day or the day after that. She at least made it across the border. She's making progress. If it's not done this week, then she'll come back here, leave the van near the border. I'll pick her up. We'll go pick up some people from Warsaw and come back. But right now, I need to drive to Budapest because Kyle and Christy Wells are landing at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and it's a 6-hour drive away. That's what I'm doing right now. From Poland to Slovakia. So now I'm entering Hungary, and interestingly enough, they do have a checkpoint here where they used to check people, but now because of Schengen zone, there's no need, so you just drive right through it. So at this little box right here, you need to buy what they call a vignette, which allows you to drive on their highway. And so I had to pay 14 euro for 10 days, even though I'm only gonna be here 2 days, it's the minimum. I noticed here that it says you can only fill up 100 liters per vehicle, and also they will not let you put it in a container. So even here in Hungary, they're running out of gas. Bummer.
Today is 12th of May and I am in Rivne right now. It's the furthest east I've been for the last 3 months. There's a huge line of cars that want to be registered for Ukrainian license plates. Most of cars are here personal cars or for sale, and I've seen only one van that is humanitarian van is me. And my good friend in Azovstal, the boy that I met in 2010 in the orphan camps, he's there right now in Mariupol. him and his brother, Ilya and Sasha, showed up at our wedding. They're like, we want to come to your wedding. I'm like, okay, sure, please come. This is the location, this is the contact information. They found the ways how to get there. They found the ways where to stay for the night after the wedding. And they went back home. They were from Kharkiv. So now Sasha, one of them, is in Mariupol right now. And yesterday I said, oh, thank you, Sasha, for writing. How are you? He said, I'm alive for now. And I told him that I'm glad that he wrote. And he said, I'm not glad that I'm alive. And that's it. I don't know if he's injured. We can't even imagine the horror that those boys see there. They had some food and water for some time, but now it's the last days when they don't have any. Since there were some humanitarian corridors out from Mariupol for children and elderly people, there were no humanitarian corridors for the boys there, who are protecting and who are defending and who are doing their best to keep our country safe. So they're right there. And it changes a lot when you know somebody. Like, I didn't know he was there and I felt worried for Mariupol. I don't know if I'll see him again. I don't know if he'll get out alive. If he gets out alive, it'll be a huge miracle. And we are praying for such a miracle, so that God will give them another chance to live. So please pray for our boys.
Okay, so Kyle and Christy just showed up and they have 4 carts of bags. So Kyle and Christy Wells just landed from Kentucky. Thank you so much, guys. We have to fit all this luggage in our small car because Oksana is still working on importing the van in Ukraine. So we got everything loaded up. It's totally full in here.
Who is that?
I'm gonna try to pull it up.
So while I'm here in Budapest, I decided to go to the local Obi and see if they have any canisters that I can put fuel in, because in Poland, they're out. Here, guess what? They're also out. They have the 5-liter ones, but I didn't get any. I want like 20-liter or at least 10 liters. This is another store like Home Depot, so we'll see if they have any fuel canisters. Oh, look, see, they used to have a 20-liter one right here, but now it's sold out. It's all good. Okay, so I'm in Slovakia, left Hungary, and I paid 88 euros for gas, which is ridiculous. But look what they had, 20-liter containers, and they had 3 of them. But I just need to fit it in here because the back is totally full. See, look, I got plenty of room in here. I just lost my my elbow spot. Whatever, it's just 2.5 more hours. So with Telegram, you can have these video messages. So watch this video from Oksana.
You are great. You did awesome. Good job. I like all those containers. And I am done for today. The guys did it for me and they decided to put me up front among the cars that they had from clients, because the other ones are locals and I'm the ones from Inogrodnie, as they said, from another town. And I will be back tomorrow to register the car, and he will give me the full price, and tomorrow I should be done.
That's how we talk sometimes.
It goes there and then it turns right in that yard and then it goes further, and then somewhere there it finishes. I don't even know how many cars are ahead of me. And hopefully this is the last line that I need to be in for registration of our van. So remember I was telling about this big parking lot where the cars went when I was there, and the cars were going all around the line. So here I am, and I thought that the cars could like turn like right here and go all the way to this expert guy. Well, the thing is that the line actually goes and does another loop all the way there. So all of them stand and then they turn and then turn like this, and all of this goes to this expert guy, and this is not the end even. I'll be here one more day and I'll need to figure out how to park the car so I don't lose the spot for a night, and how can I do it so that I can do it tomorrow and still make it to Warsaw for Sunday. Good morning, everyone. We came back. Everyone came back. And yesterday there was a guy who was writing everyone's license plates on the piece of paper, and he charged everyone 50 hryvnias for the parking overnight. So why do you need to write the license plates? Well, it's so that nobody will cut into the line if somehow you fall asleep or went to the restroom. I went to the restroom yesterday for like literally 3 minutes, and I had like 6 cars in front of me that cut the line. So, and then here I just now witnessed, so the guy who drove this car is not in line. There are like other cars that are not in line that showed up today. He walked with a screwdriver and unscrewed the license plates. He's coming back. He's going to replace them with some other car. So like, you know, by the paper you are still in the list, but it's a different car. But when you physically change the car, then it's a little bit of like a hassle because people are complaining and stuff like this. But if you change license plates, which are written down somewhere, oh yeah, there is a sound. So this is the people of Ukraine. So the guy opened a can of peaches with a knife. It took him like maybe 4 or 5 seconds. He was the guard here, so I'm still in lines and stuff like this. Just a lot of people at the coffee place right there. I'm so glad I don't drink coffee. Дякую. I decided to be a little bit like Ukrainians, like not kind Ukrainians, but Ukrainians who do things for themselves. So yesterday, when they were writing our license plates, the guy said, "Oh, you have a volunteer booth," because I have a sticker. It's faded a little bit, but I have it. He says, "Oh, you should go there, and maybe somebody will let you go without a line." I'm like, "Well, yesterday was already too late." Well, today I'm like, "You know, guys, I have to be tomorrow in Warsaw. That's like 1,000 kilometers away. So I need to be there to meet people. If I can save at least 3 hours, then I can do it." I got my documents. I got my license plate. If I knew that with the volunteer documents I can go without a line, I would save a few days, but that's okay. I have it. Thank you, people in Lithuania who recommended people in Rivne.
Опа, ще, ну номер тобі блокнит дали. Тут взагалі без варіантів.
Ну да.
Okay, so we're driving to Warsaw, and we started from eastern Poland. It's a 6-hour drive to Warsaw. We're meeting people there at 1, so we had to wake up early. We're meeting 2 groups of people, and Oksana imported the van. So now we have Ukrainian license plates. Good job, Oksana. She did it all by herself. And she paid the guys there with diesel because there's no gas in Ukraine, so the most valuable thing you can give someone is gas. I'm filming. What are you doing? Quit touching me. We fit 90 liters in here. We were running empty, and that was $148.
They want our stuff.
Smile, I didn't see everyone. Good job, guys. You look good.
Oksana parked the van while I was taking a nap, and I was like, why are we parking in a different parking spot? We never parked here before. She says, oh, it's where we always come to. And I'm like, well, all the cars here are some kind of fancy, like there's a Porsche and here's someone's Lamborghini. Perhaps it's more expensive. Turns out it is. It's like $10 an hour to park your Lambo, and the normal spot is like $4 an hour. So I'm reparking while we're waiting for the Starlink. Why is your head on the ground, Oksana? So basically, these people who we just met, they're also supposed to have a Starlink that we're gonna deliver to some people in Ukraine. And for some reason, they decided to ship it just in the box that says in massive letters, Starlink on the side, not attention grabbing at all, right? They're flying out of Chicago. And guess what? It didn't show up. One flight, direct flight. Yeah, no connection at all where it can even get lost. So either someone took it in Chicago or someone took it here, but it didn't show up. So Oksana had to go in, do all the lost luggage stuff. And one guy even said, hey, I saw it like going around on the belt out there. So Oksana went back in and said, hey, can we look at the security cameras? They went back for a while, came back and said, no, we didn't see it on the security cameras. We don't know where it is. It's gone. So someone paid for it. Yeah, it's not ours, but we're supposed to deliver it. So now it's our responsibility to figure out where it is.
It's not funny. It's really not funny.